appreciating the organizers of this event for bringing me on board again. Thank you. And congratulations on your 10 years anniversary. Um, all right, I was tempted to want to contribute when we were talking about the issue of Nigeria, somebody's accusing police and all sorts like that. In one way or the other, everyone is complicit. But the major part of it is actually the leadership. Uh, Look at the situation whereby there's a case in the police station and the DPO says that tell the IPO that treat it as the case it is. The DPO did not say, you see, the accused is the son of Lagbaja, please don't do anything. If the DPO doesn't say that, the justice will be served. If the DPO wants to do good and the commissioner didn't say that, do you want to lose your job? So the justice will be served. And also, if there's an AFCC case, maybe a governor and the president did not say, AFCC chairman, be careful with those that you are dealing with, you know, definitely the justice will be served. So it's actually the body language of the leadership that give what the justice that we want. That is not my line. I just contribute to that. So the topic I have, bridging the digital divide, technology solutions for Nigeria's elections. So we're looking at in line with the Nigerian Computer Society strategic objective of collaboration. Now, it is Nigerian Computer Society. It used to be Computer Society of Nigeria. Yeah, but it's Nigerian Computer Society. Okay. These are my outlines. Try to go fast. Now, Nigerian Computer Society aims to advance ICT for national development. One of its strategic objectives is collaboration and focus bridging the digital divide and enhancing elections through technology. What is digital divide? It's the gap between individuals or groups with access to ICT and those without. I'm very sure that everyone in this hall has phone. But imagine if you go to one town in Oyo State where even maybe it's the village head that has phone, let alone we are not talking about internet. Yeah. And even before you talk about internet, you talk about computers. So if they are not available, so there's nothing anyone can do. Okay, so it's the gap between those that have the resources, ICT resources, and those that don't have access to. And if we are talking about the digital divide, we're talking about access divide, meaning that devices that we use, computer, phones, and all sorts. Then the power. A village that doesn't have power, even if they have computer, what will happen? Yeah, then we are talking about internet. Internet is even the last part of it, meaning that you want to connect to other people around the world. Then we have skills divide, which is ICT literacy. Somebody that has not even seen a computer before, how will he know how to operate it? And funnily, in some schools, they actually teach computer science on paper. They will just show you, they will describe it and all sorts like that. If you don't have access to it to see it, there's nothing you can learn more about it. Then cultural diversity. Uh, we have some places, and they said they are women, they cannot relate with other men, and all sorts of cultural diversity. So it limits the access to technology also. Then usage divide, digital economy participation. So how do people in the village, in the rural area, even participate in what is happening in the economy? Digital media accessibility. You don't have phone, you don't even have television. Maybe it's just only one person in a whole community that has television. So how would they know what is even going on in the city? The digital divide in Nigeria, limited internet penetration in rural areas, just like I've mentioned. Then poor infrastructure and electricity, gender and regional gaps in ICT use, low digital literacy levels, then high cost of connectivity. I think this one has to do with the urban settings now. You know, there are tax on the connectivities now. Even if you buy credit now, and you make how many calls, you just say your 1 minute, 1 minute remaining. Then data too, it just go up like that. So the limiting factor. Then the impact of digital divide on elections, limited online voter education. Just like I've mentioned before, uh, where where do people even know that okay, this is what is going to happen about the election? Difficulty accessing online registrations. Yeah, I think INEC has even perfected that you can update your record online and you just set where you go and collect your card. Yeah, but there are still limiting factor on areas like that in accessing everything online. Then inefficient result transmission. We saw this one in the last election where the Minister of Communications said that we have attack from mention a figure like that. How many millions of attack to the server of INEC and all sorts. So that impeded transmitting the results online. But in other countries, those ones are done. Even in Kenya, you see the result of election real time as it is going. Yeah, then reduced transparency and trust. This is very uh, concerning because this party doesn't trust this party, and the party that is in power is the one that calls the shots. So it's, uh, it's a big challenge, and even the INEC, the other party does not trust the INEC because they know that it's dancing to the tune of the piper. So it's a great challenge. Why technology matters for elections? It enhances efficiency and speed. You imagine when we use, okay, let me mention here the beavers during the last election. We use beavers to accredit, right? You either use your fingerprint to say that you are the owner of that card that we present. They even use the beavers to snap the card, then you use your fingerprint to see that okay, it's tally and it's you. So what's next in using, and what is difficult in using that same process? to vote. I mean, if it can say that, okay, you are the one that has this fingerprint, you are the one that has this card. So why can't you vote like that? So you can see that it's political uh, manipulations, and maybe they are saying the law doesn't support it now that we use electronic voting. Yeah, but we hope that we will get there one day. Yeah, it improves transparency and accountability. Yeah, so if you use technology, you see everything immediately, and everybody will see that, oh, this is the person that voted. You don't need to clean paper or to other audit trail. Even if somebody manipulates it, you can see that, oh, this is the person that manipulated the result. Increases citizens' participation. So imagine if you use your phone. Anyway, we can't even get there very soon now. But in terms of when people see that something is giving a result, people will want to participate more. Then it reduces human error and fraud. So anything that I could look at your face and say, ah, I hate this man. I don't want him to vote. But technology will not do that. Yeah? So it reduces human error, whatever we need to do. Then technology solutions, e-voting system. Use of electronic voting machines, so like beavers that we use is an electronic machine, biometric authentication, that's fingerprint, facial recognitions, and so on like that. So those are the technologies that are attached. Then offline plus online hybrid systems. The beavers, even there are some places that they don't have internet, the beavers will record everything and they will now connect and it push it to the server. So it's still in the areas that there's no connectivity, it's still applicable. Open source software for transparency. Now, if we use open source to develop the application, so it means that there's transparency in it. It's not that somebody is manipulating or the technology they use is not is being manipulated by somebody. Now, technology solutions, result transmission, encrypted mobile transmission. So the BFAS is encrypted, yeah. Then the blockchain for tamper-proof storage. Blockchain technology is a technology that you cannot see what's actually go in between, from end to the other end. Then cloud redundancy to prevent downtimes. So I think as servers, definitely there are backups in some places that are doing real time uh, synchronization. So that's one of the ways to enhance the technology resource transmission. Then collaboration with telecom providers. The internet may not be sufficient everywhere, but you see that the telecoms, they are everywhere. The MTN is everywhere. Airtel, Nine Mobile, and all sorts like that. When they collaborate with all these telecoms, it will make it easy for people to access uh, the technology to vote anywhere. Technology solutions, collation and verification, AI-driven anomaly detection. Uh, anyway, Nigeria is adopting technology. We must give us kudos for that because yeah, thanks. Even in some other countries, somebody was mentioning that even in US, when you make transfer, it's not immediate that you get a day. But in Nigeria, somebody stay here, make transfer, and you confirm it before you give. So we improve in that adoption. But it's just only the way that we are using it, uh, or the political impact on it that is making it to not work well for us. So we have adopted AI-driven uh, situations. Then public results portals. There was IREF. You see IREF that during the election where people can check the results, yeah, when they upload it, yeah. So you can see that it's actually part of it that the result can be seen. It's just only that what we are seeing there is the form, say A8 or something they call it, that they snap and still upload there. But if it is data that are actually put there, it will be more effective. Data analytics dashboard, where you have the dashboard that shows everything that, okay, in this area, this is the number of people in this area, click and cross it like that. So it's help the public to know what is happening to. Then multi-level authentication and audit trail. Just like I mentioned, you it's people that have access that can access the platform, and there will be audit trail to say that Shegun that access this thing at this time, and this is what he did on that platform. So that one will uh, take away the issue of trust also, and it will help even when we are doing the electoral tribunal matters. Right. Role and collaboration. The Nigerian Computer Society. Nigerian Computer Society is the umbrella body for IT professionals in Nigeria, founded in 1978, promoting IT growth, policy advocacy, and professional development. Is there anyone that works in IT here in this conference? IT, your organization is IT. Okay. Are you a member of Nigerian Computer Society? Yeah. So it is important we call to join the associations that actually moderate or help the government or organizations in what they do. We have NBA for lawyers, medical association, Nigerian medical associations for the doctors, and so on like that. So for the IT professionals, we have Nigerian Computer Society, and part of what we do is provide technical advice to INEC. In 2023, I was the chairman of Abuja chapter at that time, and we had some engagements. We have some even workshops that is around INEC, how to improve the technology in INEC during the election. Then to build ICT capacity of election staff also. So we organize trainings to in collaboration with organizations to their specific. Then advocate for ICT standards. From time to time, we also bring issues of national matters and to advise government, develop indigenous e-voting tools. So we have some of our members, we have corporate members and individual members. So some of the corporate members too, they help government in most of the things that do. They foster partnership with institutions, which we also do with higher institutions and even corporate organizations. Challenges and considerations. Cybersecurity threats. So that one is there all the time. Once you are using phone and you are connected, just know that somebody somewhere can attack you. Somebody somewhere can attack you. It's just only that you need to take some preventions so that it will not happen. Yesterday I was okay. Somebody did a video like that they sent one picture on WhatsApp, and once you click it like this, he just discovered that he's just getting alerts, alerts. What is happening? Before he gets to his app, the mobile app, things have come. So we have to be careful. If somebody send you a picture or send you a message, click this link. If it is not somebody that you are expecting it from, don't click it. And most of the time, even if we are expecting links and they send to us, read the link. It must read what, if you are saying INEC Nigeria now, you self vote, it must read INEC Nigeria dot something, not short link. They have made something short and you just click it and it directs you to other places. Then infrastructure limitation. Uh, in terms of infrastructure, we can say that the government is trying. The Galaxy Hub is there now to extend the broadband internet to all parts of Nigeria, and but we still have a long way to go in terms of infrastructure. Resistance to change. Definitely, most of us, once we have been doing something one way before, we don't want to change what we have been doing. So, and technology, there's no way technology will come and you will not change. Something must change drastically at times. So, we need to be responsive to change. Legal and funding issue. Always funding is the problem of everybody, even the government. Funding is problem. Yeah. All right. Recommendations. Invest in digital infrastructure individually and state-wise, federal government-wise. Investment in infrastructure will make the technology adoption very easy. Promote digital literacy. Then, again, is to promote digital literacy. Those areas that they don't have idea of technology, yeah, making them to understand what technology is about. And some government agencies, they're actually doing well around that one. NITDA, even some other NGOs too, they do all those to support the government. Pilot e-voting locally first. So to pilot the e-voting. So to adopt the technology is to use it in small scale first. We have local government elections. Let's try it. We get to the state. Let us try it before we now say, okay, let us adopt it internationally. Um, that's the federal settings. Strengthen data protection laws. Now we have data protection law in Nigeria, though the awareness is not so much. But ndpc.gov.ng, you can go there to see what it is about our data protection. But it's just the enforcement that is not so, or the enlightenment, because people don't know much of it. Then, okay, then encourage public-private partnership. We know that the government cannot do everything, but government participate. The private sector, they have the idea, and even some of them, they have the technology, they have the storage and everything. But if government partner with them, so it will enhance that too. It's just only that getting a contract in this country, you give it to even people that don't have idea and people that have invested in a lot of things. They are there. So those people that don't have idea, they will now come to these people and say, "This is how much I will pay you." Eh? So and anyway, God will save us from all those. In conclusion, bridging the digital divide promotes inclusive democracy. Technology enhances transparency and efficiency. Collaboration is key to digital electoral transformation. So, with this, I call hand up, but it's fine. We have to keep the conversation going.
I have three observations. They said Rome is not built in a day, and there appears to be a very thin line between AI generated data and genuine data. Now, in the 2023 election, there were results that were flying around, contrary to what INEC has in its data. And there are allegations that these are AI generated data. How do we now differentiate the AI generated data and authentic? That is one. Two, the issue of glitch. I think I had that vocabulary for the first time in the 2023 election. Whether genuine or not, that is left for those that use the word. But paraventure, we have something of that nature. How do they address it? The last one is you said it in your presentation. Hacking is a major threat in the digital world, and it is real. It is real. A situation where election is conducted and digital world is prone to hacking. And the more you are protecting yourself, the more the hacker are taking a step ahead. We are always reactive, not proactive. So do we now wait till when hack our INEX cyber, till we take action? What are the proactive action we can take now before we now move our data into the cyber before the hackers act? Okay, then we have this question. So I hope those ones are noted.
Okay, I didn't take notes anyway. Yeah, okay. First, the AI generated results. You know, in everything we have good and bad. The AI that we are talking about now, to you, when you see a lot of things, you say, oh, this is beautiful, and I can do this, I can do that. Your mind is set to, oh, I can use this one to help myself. And there are some people somewhere that what they are seeing is the opposite of that. And you'll be so surprised that they are investing more in AI more than those that are using it for good. Just like the conspiracy that they said in the pharmaceutical industry too. They create virus, send it to you so that they can give you the drugs. They will now send it to you. So it happens everywhere too, and there's nothing we can do to that. What government can do, maybe in regulations, now AI is just coming, so there are no regulations that actually focus on that. But even if it's focus on that, you still see their drug, there's NDLA, every time they still arrest drug peddlers. So there will always be that. But what we should set our mind is to where the authentic information is. If some platforms are spending, and one of the things in social media too that they do is to just tailor your mind into where they want it to be. You imagine you go to Facebook, you see one post now about something, you went to Instagram, the same thing you see. You went to LinkedIn, you same thing. You know that your mind will made up that that is it. So that is one of the ways to actually occupy your mind too. But if you are looking for information, genuine information, you go to where it is. INEC website, that is where the authentic information is. Whatever you see there, that is the correct one. So not where what is flying all around. Then the second one is about glitch. Yeah, glitch happens everywhere. Even you are driving car at times, something just brake just fail. You are tire burst. Those are the things that you cannot control. There are some things that may happen that you may not control. But what you will do is that to make sure that you prevent all this, there are standards that a server root must meet. There are standards that a network must meet. So if you have done all those ones, and glitch still happen. Yeah, it may happen. And that's the reason why we have redundancy. What we call redundancy in the IT is that what you have live like this, you have another one that is like that. In case this one is down, this one picks up immediately. So then we have backup also. You are backing up what you are doing. So even if the redundancy doesn't work, you can still go to your backup and retrieve whatever it is. So if you have put all those things in place and they are still glitch, that we say it's natural. But there are some glitches that they are not natural. It's just something that you just have to remove one wire or twist something. So because of the intent. Yeah. Then the third one you're talking about hacking. Yeah, that what can we do? Yeah, um, just like I said, that if you are using phone, you should be careful of what and what you do. In the technology standard too, maybe server room and also the using of computer. If you have a computer, make sure that you have an antivirus on it, so that when somebody plug a flash to it, it can't just distribute. You can use the antivirus to scan it first before you open the device. So that's one of the ways to prevent yourself. So once you are using a technology, you find every way to make sure that you block all the loopholes so that it won't create problem.
All right, thank you. Please, we need to allow the children. Please, a round of applause for